Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Lindiwe Twala, and if you are here for the first time, please be part of my family. Subscribe, like, and also leave your thoughts and feelings on the comment section down below. And if you are a returning subscriber, lots and love and kisses going out to you. So guys, today I'm going to be talking about something slightly different. Yes, we have been talking about makeup ever since we started, like how do you get to put a whole good face beat together. But today I am going to be touching on something that, apart from makeup, makes me happy. And I am going to be talking about 5 books that have inspired me and have been an inspiration to me for a very long time up until today. Yes, I do have other books that I read, but these books I can talk about. These books have changed me and have made me a better person. And I just want to say that people tend to say that it's not easy to live by the book, but for me it has really been easy. I know it's not easy, but for me it has been something that I set my mind to, that if something has a good and major impact on my life, then I am going to take it and run with it. So currently I am reading The Alchemist, one lovely book as well, but these books are my go-to books. These books I can take at any time and go and refer and hear what they have to say. Okay, so to start with, we have obviously guys, we have our Bible. This is just one book I think every person needs to be reading. This is just a one book that is so life-changing. It is definitely so life-changing. I read it, I go to it each and every time when I'm feeling down or when I'm going through a certain situation. And what they say about the Bible is actually very true, is that there is no situation in life that it does not address, and I completely agree with that. So yes, this is one book that has had one major impact in my life, and I'm entirely grateful for the man that were inspired to actually put this book together. So yes, big ups to Dada God. Big ups. Positive Life Principles for Women. This is a book that I got a long time ago, guys. As you can see, yes, it's an old book. I got it, I can't even remember, and it says 8 simple secrets to turn your challenges into possibilities. And it's also one book that has been amazing. It makes reference to Bible stories about women that went through certain challenges in their life and how they were able to overcome those challenges. And it is just one amazing book that I would actually refer or advise any young lady to get. I don't know if it's still available. Most of my books I get it from Kum Books, so I don't know if it's still available. Maybe if you can try and buy it online, Take a Lot will probably have it. But yes, it's just one amazing book that I've had a chance to read. So yes, if you get a chance, this is the book. Book number three, guys. Now this book, I don't know. I think it has made me a better person professionally and as a leader. I personally think so. This book, I got it, I think, when I started working, and I used to take my book every day when I was taking the taxi. It's called Your 5-Minute Personal Coach by Valerie Barton, and this book has really changed my life. It is honestly a 5-minute read, so every time when I got to work, I was totally fired up. I felt like I was in a completely better position. I felt like I could conquer the world, and it even tells you on how to deal with certain life situations, like financially, with your relationships, and with your personal self, talking about resilience and all of that. I really loved and enjoyed this book so much, and it is also one of the books that I would recommend to anybody to read. So, guys, this is one of my favorite books, and even today, as grown up as I am, and as you know, as long as I've been in the industry, or rather in the corporate world, it's still my go-to books, even though I might have gotten it 8, 9, 10 years ago. I can't remember, but it's still one of my favorite books to read. Okay, so book number 4. Book number 4, I will say right now, it has a sub-book, and I want to talk about the sub-book more than I will talk about the main book itself. This one is called Draw Closer. It's a devotional for couples. It's, guys, you know, I like to balance life out. And as much as you will have a relationship with God, as much as you'll have a relationship with the corporate world, friends and stuff, but you also need to know that one day you will find a life partner. You know, yes, you will get into relationships, and if it does not work out, it's still okay, but eventually you will get into a relationship, and when you do, you want to make sure that you play your part. You want to make sure that you know how to handle certain situations. You want to know how you will deal with things as you go along with this other person. And I have always been a reader and trying to establish a balance between you and the other party, you know. And yes, I did say this is the book that I got first, but after I read this book, I was looking for something else, and I did see that it said a devotional for couples from the author of His and Her Needs, and I thought, you know what, let me just go get this other book, which is His and Her Needs. So now this book I got with my partner. And it has been a book that we have really loved reading together. It favors him, and at some point it favors me, and then it gives a balance between what we both need and what we both love. And we've had a discussion about it, we've had our differences about it, and we've thought about it and said, no, you like it more, you don't, you know, all those things. But eventually it has been one of our favorite books that we have really gotten together. And it says building an affair-proof marriage. And as I have said, guys, at the beginning of this, is that it's not easy to live by the book. It's definitely not easy. But for me, as a person that has always been able to implement, it has made my life so much easier, because I would rather choose the things that work than focus on things that won't work. So anything that goes into that favor, I will always get. So yes, over 2 million copies sold. Get this for you. And then the last book, guys, the last book that has been my favorite book in this life's journey. This book a friend of mine got for me. I was actually intending on buying it, and then it was my birthday. My birthday was actually coming up, and she was like, my friend, I don't know what I need to get you, so what do you want? And because I was already thinking about this book, I thought to myself, okay, let me just ask her to get me this book. I love this book, guys. I have read it twice, and every day or every time I read it, there is something that completely changes in my life, and I wouldn't fault it in any way. I mean, when Robin Sharma was writing this book, I think he had people like me in his mind, and I have been able to implement the 5 a.m. Routine for a very long time until I had my daughter. Until I had to stay at home. When I was still working, I would wake up, go to the gym, and work on my morning routine. And ever since I've had my daughter, and ever since I've been staying at home, I thought to myself, okay, I will still keep the morning routine, but I will just move down, like my hours will just move from 5 up until 6 or until 7, because when you have a small baby, it's like you hardly get any sleep. And in as much as you want to be effective in implementing your morning routine, you also don't want to because a good healthy life, guys, also requires you to get a good certain amount of sleep, and if you don't do that, you will burn out throughout the day. On days when I can actually wake up, I do, but on days when I feel like, no, you know what, I've had a rough night, I just allow myself to get some extra sleep, and we'll take it from the hour when I will be awake. But I must say, this book is a game changer. This book is life transforming, and what he says is that when you wake up at 5 a.m., you have extra hours compared to a normal person, and by the time the world, or rather people, start going to work and all those things, you have already started, you're already in fire. And I do believe that when you wake up and you work out, guys, you are ready to conquer the world. The 5 a.m. Club, Own Your Morning, Elevate Your Life. If you still don't have this book in 2021, please just make sure that you get yourself a copy. 15 million books sold worldwide. The best-selling author of The Monk Who Sold His Ferrari, of which it's one of the books that I've also read. His books are helping people all over the world to lead great lives. Guys, get yourself the 5 a.m. Club. So yes, guys, those are 5 of my favorite books, 5 of books that have really changed my life, 5 books that have played a part into making sure that I'm the kind of person that I am today. And if you know me, and I think you can agree that I'm living quite a balanced life. And I wouldn't complain. I am actually living quite a balanced life. So yes, guys, those were 5 of my favorite books: My Holy Bible, His and Her Needs, the 5 a.m. Club, Positive Life Principles for Women, and my 5-minute personal coach by Valerie Barton. Make sure that you get those books if you would like to go through them. They are really amazing, and I would recommend it to anyone looking to change and transform their lives. So yes, guys, do not forget to leave a thumbs up for this video. So until next time, guys.